Yo guys, what's going on? It's Storm here. Welcome back to the last day of CWL. I'm very excited for this one. It's been a long week. I think we can all say that. Um, at moments we've left something to be desired. We do actually have a couple of fair matches. Our top four is actually close. That being said, yeah, my first battle is actually very easy. So let's get straight into it. No messing about. Um, Now they do have CC. They weren't that silly. Ah, I should have waited 2 more seconds. But anyway, and this is another easy start like yesterday. But you know, we'll take it because we might not necessarily get 15 triples on this one, unfortunately. But yeah, so there we go. We have secured the first triple of today. But yeah, nice easy one to start us off with, and it only gets easier as we're going to be moving on to Storm 24-5 against the Town Hall 13. But yeah, let's get into it, guys. Okay, let's take on this Town Hall 13, guys. I think obviously this is another easy one. We're just gonna pop everything down. I forgot to put in him, but it's okay. Once we have everything in the center, we can just hit the abilities and then boom. That was another easy one. I did forget to show the end, but I mean, come on. It was never going to be anything other than a 3 star, so there should be no surprise there. Next up is number 13 with Storm Rush. This is actually one I should worry about because Storm Rush is pretty much just a Tunnel 13. Actually, worse. I don't know if it's ever been said on the channel, but this account was created when Tunnel 12 was max, with the sole goal of rushing it from Tunnel 1 to Tunnel 12, upgrading nothing else. I actually didn't get there until Tunnel 13 released. But yeah, then I let it rot for a couple of years. So it's an awful base. But yeah, we're just gonna let that clan castle get absolutely destroyed by these E-dragons, and then we can put in our ground troops, and then we can just let them do their work. Um, Tiny little base, a very easy one. As you can see, we're now into the core of the base. Our E-dragons are actually taking quite a battering, but we'll hit the abilities and then everything will be all good. There we go, guys. Sorry, I started the recording again a little bit too late, but I mean, it's just too easy, right? So, yeah, we're gonna go on to Stormfiller 2, and I will make sure to catch the end of the battle this time. Side note, can you believe this account was Tunnel 13 today? This is now Tunnel 15. And yes, it was a Tunnel 12 up until very recently. I have not upgraded it. But this one's going to go to Tunnel 18 as well, because why not? All of my accounts are going to Tunnel 18, no matter whether they should or not. Because I would just want to make as many Tunnel 18s as possible. But yeah, I have not played on this account since a couple months. Um, so yeah, I have no pets because yeah, I think you get them with Tunnel 14. It's not built yet. But anyways, in any case, back into the video, but yeah, as you can see, it's basically a 10 out of 12. I've just upgraded the tunnel a few times. And yeah. Anyways, let's get back into CWL. The channel 14. Um, this could actually be a close one because my base is actually quite bad. Um, but yeah, this is also quite terrible. So I'm trying to figure out where the second air sweeper is. Oh, it's there. Oh, okay. Right. So we can throw our king and queen down. They're not good enough to do anything, but hey, um, we're gonna just try and keep our king and queen alive. We're gonna drop in our e-dragons. I've just accidentally broke the siege barracks. Fun. Um, oh, they changed up the CC. Um, interesting. This could actually be a close one, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Our troops are not that strong, looking for the base, but it should be an easy one. And it is an easy one. I was a little bit worried there for about 10 seconds where I was like, do I have enough? Yeah, I absolutely overwhelmed the space. Another easy one. Easy. I did just realize I still have my game in French. Let me change that for the next one because, yeah, I forgot about that. Don't ask how I went 20 minutes without noticing that I was using the wrong uh, language. Um, but yeah, let me just get in my troops and then we're going to be taking on this Tunnel 15. It should be okay, though I am slightly worried because these heroes suck. But yeah, let's do this, guys. Same stuff as last time, except hopefully this time let's not accidentally destroy the siege barracks when getting the balloons. This video has been a bit of a mess. I'm gonna be honest, kind of cataclysmic. But yeah, we're gonna get these troops in here, and then I think this one is gonna be fairly easy, actually. I was slightly worried because this account is pretty bad, but turns out there was nothing to worry about. This account is gonna do fine. Um, yeah, we are almost three-quarters of the way through the base. We've absolutely destroyed this. Um, yeah, this was a nice one. Okay, that's another nice triple. Um, we have all of the non-tunnel 18s finished with. We now have 10 attacks to finish the CWL. I think we're going to hit 350? Can we have 22? Yes, obviously. We've got 30 left. Okay, we should easily achieve that, which, I mean, I think the max you can get is what, 385? That is insane. So I think we should easily get 350, 360. So yeah, but let's move on to the Town Hall 18s. First one up is Storm 10 against Greystone. The absolute great thing is I can now put heroes back down. Because, oh, thank you. I've seen that about 10 times already today. Um, but yeah, the great thing is I can put heroes back down, which, you know, is big because basically there was a week where none of my heroes were upgrading, and that's kind of tough. Like, I probably could have upgraded heroes and I probably would have made things a little bit more interesting, but I wanted to have like the best CWL I could. Um, and so, yeah, that's why I did things the way I did. Um, this is going to be another easy one because, well, Um, yeah, I don't think much discussion needs to be had. It's just going to be easy. The air sweepers, the base is really badly designed, so this should be a nice, easy one to start off. I've just hit the siege barracks again. I need to stop doing that. It's not the first time I do that. It's not the second time I do that. Ooh, okay. Well, there we go. Nice. Another triple. The first of the Town Hall 18s has got the triple. So that's a nice start to our Town Hall 18s, but it is the easiest attack. I probably should have switched around Storm Mini 2 and Storm 10, but in any case, Storm Mini 2 is up next. Okay, let's go at this one. This one's actually going to be quite. Never mind. I didn't even look at the base. I won't lie. I did not scout it. Yeah, I know. It's bad, but a lot of the time I don't bother with these lower bases because it's like I'm going to do it no problem. So, but this one I probably should have scouted because yeah, this account is terrible. Out of all my accounts, it's probably my worst one in terms of outright like offensive capabilities in comparison to Town Hall. Because like this is Town Hall 18, but it has I think like Town Hall 15 level army camps or something. It's crazy. So yeah, but in any case, it was an easy triple. And another triple. Okay, now we have to start thinking a little bit more because we're moving on to the Town Hall 16s. Yeah, we shouldn't have to think about this one. Um, though my troop levels do worry me. But I think 10 is still Town Hall 16 level, or it might be Town Hall 15 level. In any case, it's okay. It's a little bit rushed in terms of offense, but it should be okay. I'm going to put the blimp in there, um, in hopes that I'm going to rage it up and then use the remainder of the spells to get rid of that artillery. That did work, but I'm not sure it was the best idea. Um, my Yeti got the town hall down, and I think we should be cool. I was a little bit worried, but there was no need to panic, and I think we got this in the bag. And there we go. The second triple for the Tunnel 18s and the eighth overall. We're now going to move on to Storm 8. All of the attacks from here should be a lot easier. We did have some offensive issues that hopefully I will have sorted for next CWL because if not, we could be in real trouble next CWL because we are going to be facing a lot more Tunnel 17s, a lot more Tunnel 16s, a lot more Tunnel 18s. So yeah. Well, let's get into Storm 8's attack on Mega Mukla. Okay, guys, let's hit this. Um, this one actually looks slightly more complicated to actually deal with, but it still should be easy enough. Because we have max troops now, it should be easy. And our heroes aren't actually too bad either. Because that was the problem last time. It wasn't even the troops. Our heroes suck. Like it was town on 12 level heroes. So, yeah. But here we go. We got a nice funnel into the center of the base. It's not Itsu levels, but it'll do. Um, I'm gonna hit a totem there. I'm hoping they'll go towards the center of the base here. But yeah, okay, they're finally going towards the center, and I think they were refusing to go towards the center. It's really been a tough one to get them to go to the center. I mean, that's what this base is designed for. Obviously, it's trying to make you go around the sides, but still, are we gonna actually fuck up here? I think we might, you know? We don't have that much firepower left, and we have all this base. I think we're gonna choose star here. Huh. It's very interesting because I will 3 star max tunnel 18, and then tunnel 16. Tunnel 16 is my worst enemy. I've said this before on the channel. I will say it again. I hate tunnel 16. It's my least favorite town hall for attacking down. As a tunnel 18, I can be an 18, a 17, a 15, a 14, a 13, a 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 4, 5, 6, 3, 2. But for some reason, I just can't with tunnel 16s. And we've only got an 88% here. I'm really disappointed with that. That's very shocking because our troops are actually max. We actually did a decent funnel. I think I hit the Warden's ability too early there, and that has screwed me up quite badly. But let's move on to the next one. I'm a bit disappointed with that, but at the end of the day, it was my own fault there. I think there wasn't a lot I could have changed, but definitely hitting the Warden's ability would have saved me. So on to Storm 7, who's actually taking on number 6. Okay, guys, let's do this. We're gonna use the same army, but I think this time we're gonna get a little bit more prepared in the way we go about it. But honestly, I thought my funnel was pretty spot on last time around. But yeah, I used a totem there so that the Duke doesn't die straight away. But yeah, we're hoping they all go towards the center there. Not, they were a little bit awkward about it, but I mean, nothing surprising. They're making their way in now. That's actually quite decent. We're going to drop our totems into the core of the base. We pop the Queen's ability. We're going to pop the Warden's ability to keep everything alive in the center of the base. And there we go. Looking a little bit disgruntled, but I think should be okay. Disjointed, sorry, not disgruntled. But yeah, we have the monolith down, which was the major problem here at the back end of the base. But in any case, it's still not looking amazing. I won't lie. Um, I think we should be able to do this, but it's not comfortable by any sense of the word. Um, yeah, I do need to work on my Tunnel 16 attacks clearly. I've clearly forgotten how to attack bases with eagles. I think that's probably the problem. But yeah, we are gonna 3 star, but admittedly, it's a very lucky 3 star. Um, and if I was the defender here, I would be kind of annoyed because I'm like, I could have defended against the Toronto 18, but yeah, that was a poor attack from me. Even though, yeah, the funnel wasn't the greatest, but I'm gonna have to think about a different approach for Toronto 16s. Um, I'll look a little bit more closely, and yeah. Thankfully, we're on to the last Tunnel 16, my arch nemesis. Um, but yeah, let's go. We're gonna attack this tunnel side or eagle side, because that's probably the best way to approach this, I think. We're gonna immediately hit the king's ability. I'm gonna try get the queen's arrow pointing further east. There we go. And then we're gonna hit our dragons in with the warden and the duke. And then we're gonna drop our riders in from that side. We're gonna drop a rage there to get them further into the base. Those expos have taken out my riders, unfortunately. We're gonna drop the rage and the two totems, and then hit our warden ability. Now we might get stuck in a poison here, which would not be ideal. Yeah, that's not ideal at all. That was bad. That was very bad. The Clan Castle troops did get in our way. But luckily the Duke is going to get that monolith. Otherwise, this wouldn't have even been a 3-star. Luckily, there's enough firepower left that this will be a 3-star. But I'm going to say it again. Town Hall 16s, I need to do something about it because clearly there's something wrong with the way I approach them that just doesn't end well for me. But yeah, on to the next one, guys. Okay, on to the Tunnel 17s, which should be better. Okay, let's get this. We don't have to worry about air sweepers this time, thankfully. We just need to worry about the ricochet cannons. Fortunately, the ricochet cannons are nicely placed for a queen walk from the corner, and we can drop the king in the north corner there. He'll work with the siege barracks, which will allow us to funnel in our root riders and our throwers. We're going to hit the king's ability. We're not actually trying. I tried to keep the king up there, but it's not going to work. Unfortunately, the clan castle's been pulled, which I don't really want to hit my troops in. But okay, we're running out of time, so I need to hit them. So we're going to just drop them in and hope for the best here. Um, we're just going to hope that they get taken out quick enough. Um, I mean, I think that that was fairly efficient, and yeah, that was pretty good, guys. I can't lie, that was much better than anything I did against Tunnel 16s. I have no idea why, but it's a mystery because that went perfectly smoothly. And top three is up next, and we have to go to the Crashy account for our next attack. And if it crashes, just know that it cannot be my device because it's done what? The last 12 perfectly. If it crashes on this one, it's cursed. And if anybody knows in the comments why this account always crashes, let me know in the comments because I have no idea. But yeah, we're gonna do another Queen Walk. Um, I'm gonna drop the Duke on the opposite side in the north corner. We're taking it from Town Hall side this time. I don't think it was Town Hall side last time, but All of our troops are in there. We're gonna revive my Duke, and we're gonna just hit these in front of our troops just to keep our troops alive. Um, and just to distract those infernos, because those infernos are nasty. The single infernos at this level are just fucking insane. They just tear through anything in a matter of seconds. So single or multi, to be honest. But yeah, let's get the Royal Champion back up to deal with these last remaining bases, defenses. Sorry. Um, it hasn't crashed, but it is looking like it's gonna crash. So I think it is just about managed to not crash. Um, well, yeah, that was a nice one. Let's move on to the last two, which is Storm 2 and Storm 4. But let's see Storm 2 against number 2. I've decided I'm going to take on the um, number 1 base with Storm 2. So I'm going to swap them around because this is more suited to a ground attack than the other one. Because the other one I need to hit with an air attack. So yeah, we're going to hit this. I do want to just make a couple changes to my army comp and then we'll get right into it. Okay, let's get this. We're going to drop the king up here with the siege barracks. And we're going to bring the queen down here. We're hoping to get that CC triggered. That's all I care about really is getting that CC triggered. Which is, yep, hopefully going to be okay. I think we should be able to clear it before, yep. Yeah, obviously there was more in the CC than what had come out. I didn't really think about that. That was a bit silly. Um, yeah. Okay, so we'll just get the troops in there to try to take out the Venge Tower. Unfortunately, that invis came at the slightly wrong time for us. Um, this is a disastrous attack. I'm not going to hide that fact. Um, yeah, I'll mess this up big time. It is still going to be a 2-star, but it doesn't look like it's going to be much more than that by the looks of things. Um, yeah. Yikes. Yeah, that was not great. It was 85%. But yeah, let's hit the final base and we are done. Hallelujah. That will be great feeling once we get this one done. Okay, let's go. The last attack of CWL for April 2026. Um, I love how I was like, what is this base? After I just looked at it about 3 seconds ago. I did put the king on the wrong side, but it's okay. I've just shot the arrow mistakenly in the wrong direction. Good start. Um, I'm trying to actually do it this time. Okay, getting frozen here isn't the worst thing that could have happened, to be honest. There was a lot worse places we could have frozen, to be honest. The warden could not decide which way to go there. That was quite frustrating. I wonder, do we have enough to clear out this right-hand compartment without the warden? I think we do. If we can get that catapult down, you know what? only for this monolith here, I would say this was a clean sweep, but it's not gonna be, unfortunately. But I think it was a decent attempt. I had no idea how to even attempt this base. I looked at it for ages and I was like, I have no idea what to do with this. I'm happy with the 2 star. Like, I wasn't looking to 3 star this one, but it would have definitely been nice to 3 star this one. In any case, I'm very grateful that this month's CWL is over. I don't think I would have been so stressed about it, only for the fact that it is exam season right now. I have an exam at 9 a.m. tomorrow, and I have to get up at 5 a.m., which is a little bit frustrating. But in any case, 2 stars. What do we finally finish on? We're gonna win. It's going to be 365 out of 385. It's going to be 10,206% destruction. It is an insanely good result. Very expected. Don't get me wrong. We're going up to Crystal 3. We're only going to get 184 medals, and then whatever the bonuses for, what is it, 5 or 8 clan members. But yeah, you know what? I'm I'm glad. It was a great experience to finally do this and to post it. Um, but yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you stuck around to the end, thank you very much. Really appreciate you, and goodbye.